Okay, who hasn't seen Vaxxed? And why not? You know, there are times in history when change occurs. There are times when change becomes inevitable, when change becomes unstoppable. The camera rolls and the world bears witness that a single voice cries out against the many voices of corruption and is heard. A time when the government sells the lives of your children to corporations in order to line their pockets. And that time has come. That time is now. We must make that time now. You must make that time now. And in Vaxxed, the camera rolled and the world is bearing witness. Vaxxed brought you the single voice, the lone voice of Dr. William Thompson, and that is changing everything. He is silencing the lies and the corruption of all those who have gone before. So now is the time. Now is the time to overthrow the corporate rule of this country and to bring the power back to the people. I want to share with you one thing, some amazing news that came through this morning. I just want to read this to you. This is PR Newswire. Unprecedented alliance of scientists, health professionals and advocates agree toxic chemicals are hurting brain development. New York, US Newswire, an unprecedented alliance of leading scientists, health professionals, and children's health advocates agree for the first time that today's scientific evidence supports a link between exposures to toxic chemicals in food, air, and everyday products and children's risk for neurodevelopmental disorder. The alliance, known as the Project Tender, is calling for immediate action to significantly reduce exposures to toxic chemicals to protect brain development for today's and tomorrow's children. Now, let me just add a caveat to that. That in this article, they talk about mercury. They talk about pharmaceuticals. They come within a hair's breadth of saying what you have known all along, of saying vaccines. And you and I know, because we witnessed this for 20 or more years, that that is where this is going. And they know it. The people who wrote this paper wrote it in large part because they do not want to end up on the wrong side of history. This is something that you have known for a very, very long time. And you've been telling them and kicking and screaming. They have now been brought to the table and decided that it's politic, that it's scientifically the correct time to get on board and say what? That this is what we believe. Will they say the parents were right all along? No, they won't. No, they won't, because that would be an indictment of them. But believe you me, this is being written because many of these NIH scientists, these EPA scientists on here, do not want to end up on the wrong side of history. But believe me, I will not let them forget where they stood. I will not let these agencies forget where they stood barely 1 year ago. Okay? They don't absolve their consciences that easily. And all of this was known. All of this has been known during the writing and the passage of this insidious and most dangerous bill, SB 277. And it must be destroyed for the children of California and the children of the world. Thank you very much indeed.